anyway, I just wanted to show you something. This is a small screwdriver set and very cheap. But strangely, things from China, much as they're cheap at times, they surprise you. When I bought these things, I really didn't expect them to last. But when I noticed that the metal itself, the screwdriver tip, doesn't wear out, I could care less about the thing rotating about, which sort of dampens down your turning force. But then again, if you're opening phones, you really do not need too much strength to overcome the resistance. But yeah, so this screw set, the reason I'm showing it to you is the fact that it can help you open almost very many phones. It has this for the iPhone right there, and then also this, I think, yeah, it's this one also for the iPhone. These two are for the iPhone, so you can work up to the iPhone, I think by now 11 you're sorted. And then with this tip, you're able to work on any smartphone and actually laptops, surprisingly. And then this too helps with the laptops. And then we have this minus, also good with the laptops. And so with this tiny screwdriver set that has only 6 screwdrivers, you're able to get into and out of many devices, from PCs to laptops. So anyway, if you are in the sub-Saharan Africa, at times you may not need to go fancy. At times you just need to begin. And why I say that is because by the time these things break down, you will have almost recovered 10 times the amount you used to buy them to begin with. So definitely, even if you spend one of the 10, that means you've spent 2 out of 10. That means you have 8, which is the net profit. So it has recovered its income. And if at times you're a bit skeptic, tend to have them in pairs so that when one breaks down in the middle of a job, you're able to work with another. So in as much as I would really want to support high-end things, high-end things at times have disappointed me. They are good for precision work, but in terms of life, I don't think they recover 80% of what 800% of what you put into them. I've noticed the same thing with soldering irons. So you find that with a budget of 100,000 or less Ugandan shillings, that's about $30, you can have a proper setup running. That means, but you actually may be wondering how much I bought this. This was 15,000 shillings, Ugandan shillings, which comes to about $4 right there. Now for $4, I was able to get this set. Now its sister, the soldering iron, I normally also get it at around 20,000 Ugandan shillings, which would be about $6. And right now, that's already how many items? A screwdriver, a soldering iron at 30,000 Ugandan shillings. The next thing would be you may need a multimeter, and I have some really basic multimeter right here. This multimeter is really cheap, also 15,000 Ugandan shillings. That's roughly $4 right there. And the soldering iron I was telling you about is also very affordable, and surprisingly has done good work for me right there. So just look at this. With these 4 things, you're able to get going. Then you might also be asking me, how about soldering wire? I have the roll that I bought at I think it was 30,000 Ugandan shillings, which is roughly $9. So basically, I have counted 15 plus 15, that's 30, plus 20, that's 50, plus 30, that's 80. So 80,000, and I'm ready to get started. Now, the other thing I had forgotten is flax. Flax, you can also get that at roughly 10,000. That's 90,000 Ugandan shillings, which in total is about 25 US dollars. So with that amount, I am good to go and start working. Now, if you look at the simplest task I will do, which I would charge 10,000 for, that is roughly $2.50, and by the time I do about 10 jobs, I am already at 25, and 10 jobs won't kill the thing, won't deplete the thing. By the way, this entire role, I have reduced it to that much, but I think it was filling this entire area, but I'm still have it going. This was, I think, either 50 grams or 100 grams. I'm not very sure of the weight, but just know all this wire was filling that entire row. And anyway, this video has been a bit long, but I thought I would help someone who wants to get started. I mean, these are some of the basic things you should have: a screwdriver set to open, soldering gun, and then solder. At first I used to use Intuition, but then I acquired that, and you should be able to get going. And as you get going, you get to get clients, and clients know that you have, then you can upgrade to superior tools. But I've been reluctant to do that because they break down. I simply replace until maybe I'm lazy to do that. Then I'll buy more long lasting. See you.